Hey everyone, this is Amy and today we're doing a reading on why you are feeling the way that you're feeling. I know sometimes we feel certain emotions and we can't seem to explain why we're feeling it, and it just ends up really confusing us and frustrating us. So I'm hoping that this video can help you out. I do want to mention that this is a general reading. If you're looking for a private reading, I do offer private readings on my Instagram, where I'll also do other pick a card, so you can definitely check that out. All the decks that I use in this video are linked in the description box down below. We have three groups here today. We have group number 1, group number 2, and group number 3. What I want you to do is choose one of these groups based on your intuition. If you need more time, you can pause the video or you can scroll down to the description box where the timestamp will be there, so you can come straight to your reading. So without further ado, let's get into group number 1. So if you chose group number 1 or this stone right here, this is going to be a reading. So first, let's take a look at what you're actually feeling, and then we'll see why you're feeling it, and then we'll also get some oracle cards for additional guidance. So let us see. What is group 1's feeling, Spirit? What is group 1 feeling at the moment? Okay, so we have the World card. We have Page of Swords, we have a 10 of Wands, and then we have the 9 of Cups in the reverse. Okay, so you're definitely involved in some sort of situation with someone. It feels like whatever you're feeling, it's about someone that you're not fully as close with. Perhaps this is someone that you were close with once, but right now I'm just picking up on a lot of distance between you and this person. And it feels like you're very curious about this person. Perhaps you're curious about what they're up to, but it's like you're trying to understand them. You're trying to understand why they are the way that they are, or you're trying to understand why you feel what you feel for them. But there's definitely someone here that you are feeling something towards that is a little bit frustrating, because you're not able to understand why you're feeling it. With the 10 of Wands, I'm just picking up on a lot of intensity, a lot of heaviness. It's like when you see them, you just feel this intense energy inside you and you don't understand why. With the 9 of Cups in the reverse, it also feels like this connection isn't really fulfilling you. It feels like you're wanting something to happen, but it's not happening. You're wanting some sort of satisfaction from this connection, but it's not bringing that to you. Instead, it just feels quite heavy. With the 10 of Wands, it may even feel like whatever you're feeling, you're the only one feeling it. It may feel that the other person isn't even paying attention. And it just feels like you have so much intensity for someone and you don't know why. Maybe this person isn't close to you, as I said. You don't know why you feel it, and you feel this lack of fulfillment from this connection as well. It just doesn't seem to make sense. Of course, this is why you're here on this reading, but I'm definitely picking up on some sort of person that you are feeling strange emotions for. With the World card, this person may be very different from you as well, but Page of Swords, a lot of curiosity. It's like you really want to understand this situation, but it just feels like you're the only one wanting to understand, and this person might not be on the same page as you. It also feels like you're giving a lot to this situation, that you're kind of feeling drained because of it. It's like most of your attention is going in this situation, and you just feel as though the situation isn't giving much back to you. And Spirit is really advising you to focus on self-care right now. Focus on things that make you happy. Focus on things that bring joy into your life, because if you continue investing all of your energy in this connection, trying to understand it, I feel like you're not even doing it on purpose. It's just happening. It's like all of your energy is going in this direction and it's really draining you, and Spirit is asking you to try to focus more on self-care. Try to focus on things that are making you feel comfortable, making you feel happy, and as you do that, it will feel a lot easier for you. But let's see why you're feeling what you're feeling, because this is a very interesting situation. I did see 333 on the camera, so that number may be significant. You might want to search that up and see what that means. There may be some more messages in there for you, but yeah, let us see why you are feeling this way. So why is group 1 feeling this way, Spirit? Why is group 1 feeling this way? Okay, we have the King of Cups. Okay, let's just shuffle a few more. Okay, so let's see. So yeah, you have the King of Cups, you have the Three of Pentacles, we have the Seven of Wands, Three of Cups, and the Three of Swords. So I feel like a lot of you don't have a choice. It seems like this person, every time you see them, you feel what you feel, but you have no choice to kind of walk away from the situation. Either you work with this person or they are a part of your friend group, but I'm picking up this energy like they are always around you. It's like you have to see them, you have to be in the same environment as them, and that is one of the reasons why you're unable to kind of run away from these emotions. And I feel like you're not meant to run away from these emotions. With the World card, this is a major arcana card. I feel like the situation is definitely in your life for a reason. We have, okay, what did I just say, you guys? I said I saw the number 3 repeated on the camera, and we have 333. So the number 3 is definitely very significant here. You should definitely search that up and see what it means. It also feels like the reason why you're feeling this is because there's a lot of resisting. It's like you're resisting some sort of situation. You're resisting either your feelings, or you're resisting some sort of change that needs to be made. I feel like there's a lot of pain here as well. For some of you, this could be like an ex, or for others, this is someone that has hurt you in some sort of way in the past. And I feel like right now you may be pretending that everything's okay. And I feel like that's resisting as well. It's like you're telling yourself that everything is fine, when in reality, it's not fine. In reality, you still feel quite intensely. And Spirit is advising you to stop resisting. Because when you, okay, you know how someone says, oh, don't think of an elephant, and all you can do about is think of an elephant, right? So when you tell yourself not to feel something, when you tell yourself not to be a certain way, all you can do is be that way. So Spirit is advising you to stop resisting and allowing things to be. If you feel something, allow yourself to feel it. Don't act on it, but also don't hold back your emotions. It feels like there is definitely someone here with the King of Cups that you are quite emotionally invested in, quite energetically invested in as well. And this person is always around. It feels like you always see them, but you're not as connected to them. You never were, maybe, or if you were, it's not, the connection isn't as strong anymore, but on your side it is quite intense still. Three of Cups, you may have people that you know in common as well, but basically what I'm picking up here is that the reason why you're feeling all this is because you're telling yourself not to feel it, is because you're telling yourself to kind of, it's like you're forcing yourself to be someone you're not. You're forcing yourself to act in a way that you don't want to. So Spirit is advising you to stop resisting, allow it to be, surrender. Surrender is the key here for you to move through this situation easier. I feel like this is something that has been really bothering you. It's something that's really been challenging, and I want you to know that you will be able to get through this. All you need to do though first is surrender and allow things to be. If you feel intense towards someone, allow yourself to feel it. Try to understand why you feel it rather than resist it. Okay, let's see what oracle cards we can find out about the situation. So oracle cards, what messages do you have for group number 1, Spirit, regarding the situation? Okay, it's time to take action. A lot of energy here, you guys, a lot of fire. Okay, one more please. Messages for group number 1. Okay, conclusions are within reach. I feel like the situation is going to be resolved easily. For some of you, there needs to be some sort of action that you need to take in order to complete this cycle, is what I'm hearing. But with the conclusions are within reach, it seems like, it almost feels like you need to take the one last step to complete out the situation. What that step is, it will depend on each and every one of you individually, but there's definitely something here that you're meant to do. Let's get clarity on this. What is this? It's time to take action. What do you want group 1 to do, Spirit? What advice do you have for them? 2 of Pentacles. You need to make a decision. Definitely. It again feels like you're the one carrying the responsibility of this connection all by yourself. You're the one investing in this connection, but it seems like you need to make some sort of decision here to sort of either walk away from this situation completely, or you need to speak your mind to this person. But there is definitely something here that you need to do, and Spirit is asking you to focus on what that is and act on it. Let's get one more card. Advice for group number 1 regarding the situation. Advice for group number 1. take a break, life's work, not a season, get off the treadmill. Okay, remember how I was saying you guys need to focus on things that make you happy? You need to focus on self-care as well. So Spirit is advising you to take a step away from this situation. If you see this person in a place, let's say you see them at work every day, Spirit is asking you to take a break. Take some vacation, just kind of get away from work, get away from wherever you see this person, and kind of start focusing your energy elsewhere. Because when you take a break, when you kind of separate your energy from this person's, you're gonna kind of gain your energy back. Everything you've been giving to this person, you're gonna gain that back, and you're gonna have a clear mindset to think about what you want to do with this situation. And I feel like when you do that, the right answers, the right action that you need to take will sort of show through. But definitely take a break, because I feel like this connection has really been draining your energy. Wow, very, very intense reading, you guys, but I do hope it helps you out in some sort of way. And if it did, please give this video a like and subscribe for more, and I will see you in the next video. So if you chose group number 2, this is going to be your reading. So let's take a look at what you're feeling exactly, and then we'll see why you're feeling it, and we'll also get some oracle cards for more guidance. So let's see. Group number 2, Spirit, what is group number 2 feeling? Okay, so we have 9 of Cups, we have the Chariot, we have 2 of Wands, Ace of Wands, and the Star. You guys are moving towards a lot of success. You guys are moving towards a lot of happiness, a lot of emotional fulfillment. It feels like a lot of doorways are opening up for you. With the Ace of Wands, there is definitely a lot of exciting opportunities coming into your life. With the Star card, it feels like something that you've been really wishing for is coming in. But I'm getting a very strange feeling. It seems like there are 2 pathways that are opening up for you, and a dream of yours is about to come true, but you are sort of not looking at that as much, because I'm also almost noticing this Star talks about that dream that you've been really wanting. Ace of Wands talks about that opportunity, that dream opportunity that you've been wanting, but this man standing with his back toward it, which doesn't seem to make sense. It seems like you're focusing on temporary happiness and not allowing yourself fully to accept the dream opportunity that you've been waiting for a long time. But there is definitely a lot of success, a lot of happiness that is surrounding you right now, but it just seems like you've turned your back on an opportunity, and maybe it's too scary, maybe it's too intense, but there is definitely something here that you need to walk away from to take this new opportunity, to take this dream opportunity. So what I'm picking up from these cards is that you are almost hesitant. There is this hesitant energy surrounding you, and you don't quite understand why you're hesitant. It seems like everything is working out in your favor, but you're just not fully open to it working out. And this could definitely be because you're comfortable in where you are, but we'll get more cards on that. I do see here that right now you are definitely manifesting a lot of things toward you. Whatever you're setting your mind to, I want you to know that it's coming in for you. But once it comes in, you do have to be sort of open to accepting it. You can't be like, oh, I want to win a lottery, and then you buy a lottery, but you never check it to see if you win it or not, you know? So that just doesn't seem to make sense. And of course, that is why you're here, trying to understand why you're not feeling as open to certain opportunities that you've always had your eye on. So very, very confusing, but let's try to figure out why you're feeling what you're feeling. Okay, so why is group 2 feeling this way, Spirit? Why is group 2 feeling this way? Okay, there is definitely a lot of insecurities here, but let's see. We have the 8 of Pentacles. Oop. We have the Page of Swords. I'm sorry, let me just set these cards upright. We have the Hanged Man. And we have the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse, and we also have the Empress in the reverse. So it feels like you have been putting in a lot of hard work. You have been learning a lot of new things, and there has been a lot of stagnation with this wish fulfillment. And it feels like with the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse and the Empress in the reverse, there's some sort of opportunity here that you are sort of turning down. It's like your energy is pushing this opportunity away, and it's because you feel not ready for it. But I want you to know that you are ready for it. If you're feeling insecure, it's all in your head, because you are this Empress. Doesn't matter if you're a masculine or a feminine, you are this Empress. You have a lot of potential, you're very creative, and there is so much growth that can happen in your life. Forgive me, you guys, I had to step away for a while. They began the construction outside and the sound was just too loud, so I hope you don't mind. But what I was saying was, it does seem, now that I have some time to kind of look at the cards, I've received a lot of messages, so it feels like you guys have two pathways ahead of you. One talks about that regular 9-to-5 sort of job, and the other sort of talks about perhaps starting some sort of business. And it feels like with the dream opportunity, it's something that will grow very quickly. It will bring a lot of stability in your life, and it does require your creativity. It feels like it's something revolved around you, and you have always been used to something that perhaps that was, again, something that was quite common, 9-to-5 sort of job. You've been always used to working for someone else, let's say. This could even be some sort of relationship where you've been used to not getting enough and always putting in most of the work, and now you're getting something that someone is kind of wanting to have the balanced connection with you. But it feels like there is some sort of opportunity in your life that you are kind of turning away from, because you're used to something that's not that fulfilling. And it feels like the reason why you're feeling so like almost like closed off to this dream opportunity is because of your comfort zone. It was the same sort of energy I was picking up here. It almost feels like you don't want to let go of where you are. The Hanged Man, it talks about someone that is upside down, they're okay with it, and because of that, it seems like you're not allowing yourself to accept this opportunity. Again, there are a lot of insecurities here as well. What if I'm not able to work on this opportunity the best way that I can? What if I'm not able to? What if I'm not good enough for it? So there is a lot of fear, there is a lot of uncertainty, there is a lot of you not wanting to step out of your comfort zone, because all you've ever been used to is that comfort zone. And I feel like that's why you're kind of turning your back toward this opportunity. Let's see what oracle cards have to say. Like, what advice does Spirit have for you regarding the situation, or what messages does Spirit have for you regarding the situation? Oh my God, forgive me. Messages for group number 2 regarding the situation. One more, please. Okay, so this card came for group number 1 as well. Conclusions are within reach. And we also have meditate and contemplate. It feels like Spirit is asking you to not not turn away from any opportunity without actually giving it a thought. They're also advising you to really reflect on the situation. It feels like a lot of doorways are opening up for you. A lot of success is about to come into your life, but you need to make sure you're opening the right doors. You need to make sure you're opening doors that are going to serve you in the long run, not just temporarily. So Spirit is really advising you to spend some time planning, spend some time contemplating where you want to head next. With conclusions are within reach, it does seem like something quite major is about to happen in your life. But in order for that to happen, you have to open the right door. You have to step on the right path. And if you keep holding yourself back, as it seems that you are sort of wanting to do, or you're sort of feeling like you want to do, Spirit is asking you to not do that. Spirit is asking you to really put yourself out there. Whatever you're feeling, yes, allow yourself to feel it, but then also use your mind when you're making these decisions, and then you will be able to get the best outcome possible. Let's get one more card for you. Advice for group number 2 regarding what they're feeling, Spirit. Advice for group number 2. Retreat, rest, be held. So this is sort of giving me the same sort of meditate and contemplate energy. Spirit is asking you to really take some time to rest, take some time to reflect, and step away from everything, because it feels like the energies around you are quite intense. The energies around you are very, very powerful is the word I'm picking up here. They're very transformative. They're really trying to push you toward a lot of success, toward a lot of happiness, and you need to kind of go within. You need to sort of take a step back from it and try to look at the bigger picture, because I feel like there is something that you're not allowing yourself to see, because perhaps you don't want to see. Perhaps you do want to kind of stay within your limits, and Spirit is asking you to kind of expand those limits. Everything is possible. You can do whatever you set your mind to, but you're the one that's limiting yourself. So try not to do that. Take care of yourself during this time. Really reflect on the situation, because whatever you decide, whichever path you choose, whether that be in your comfort zone or outside of your comfort zone, it's going to depend on you, and it will bring success, but the amount of success that it brings is going to depend on which path you choose again. But yeah, that is what I'm picking up from this reading. I hope it helped you out, and if it did, please give this video a like and subscribe for more, and I will see you in the next video. So if you chose group number 3, this is going to be a reading. First, we'll take a look at what you're feeling right now. Then we'll find out why you're feeling what you're feeling. And then we'll also get some oracle cards for more guidance. So let's see. Group number 3, Spirit. What is group number 3 feeling at the moment? What is group number 3 feeling? Okay. So we have a lot of restricting energy. We have the 7 of Wands. We have the 4 of Pentacles. Let's move it right there. We have the Queen of Wands, and we have the Wheel of Fortune. It feels like there are a lot of changes sort of waiting to happen in your life. But you are feeling very, very almost secretive. It's like you're having a lot of difficulty trusting people. You're having a lot of difficulty letting go. You're having a lot of difficulty expressing yourself. There is a lot of sort of, I'm almost having this image of you covering yourself in chains, locking yourself up, because there's a lot of fear that if you are not in those chains, people are going to hurt you, or people are going to take from you. And it does feel like you're at a bit of a shaky ground here, and you're really trying to hold on because you don't want to fall off. With the Queen of Wands, I see that there is still a lot of outgoing energy surrounding you. It's like you're still talking to people, you're still connecting with people, but you're not deeply connecting. You're not fully opening up. And if someone tries to come too close, you're kind of pushing them away. And it's because you're very afraid. Now, we'll obviously get more cards to understand why you're feeling this way, but the energy I'm picking up here is like you're having a lot of difficulty opening up to people. You're having a lot of difficulty being authentic. Yes, that felt so right when I said it. You're having a lot of difficulty being authentic because there's a lot of fear that if you are authentic, things are not going to go in your favor. The Wheel of Fortune is telling me you're moving through some pretty destined changes. You're moving through some situations that are kind of triggering you as well. So Spirit is really advising you to hold on to that positivity, hold on to that optimism, hold on to that open rawness, okay? But overall, I'm just picking up a lot of restricting energy that you are feeling, and you may not be able to understand why you are feeling this way. So let's take a look. So why is group 2, or not, group 3, sorry. Why is group 3 feeling this way, Spirit? Why is group 3 feeling this way? Okay, so definitely a lot of changes. We have the Death card here as well. It doesn't mean literal death if you're new to tarot. Okay, so let's talk about it. We have the 3 of Cups. We have Queen of Pentacles. We have the 8 of Pentacles. We have the Death card. And we have the 3 of Wands. Okay. So, it feels like your life has been quite set. It's like you've been set in your ways. You have been set at work. You have been set in your group of friends. You have been feeling quite stable. But then that cycle is coming to a close. It doesn't always mean it's a bad thing. Just because you're comfortable somewhere, just because you're used to something, doesn't mean it's serving your highest good. It just means that it's something that has something you've been doing for a while and you've got used to it. Now with the Death card, it feels like this cycle, there is a big transformation that's happening, and there is a lot of fear here that if you allow this transformation to happen, you're going to lose everything that was familiar to you once. And with the Three of Wands, Spirit is saying that there is a lot of expansion coming your way. The fear that you're feeling, it's of course understandable. You don't want to lose what's familiar, right? You don't want to lose the sense of stability, but Spirit is saying that if you continue holding on to this stability, if you continue holding on to things that are used to, that are familiar, you're never going to expand, you're never going to grow in your life. The Death is a major arcana, so is the Wheel of Fortune. There is a cycle in your life that is coming to a close, and this is something destined for you, okay? The direction that you're headed towards is also destined for you. There are people waiting for you. There are situations waiting for you, opportunities waiting for you. But if you don't leave this situation, current situation behind, you won't ever get to meet those people. You won't ever get to live that story, okay? So the reason why you're feeling so restricted is, first of all, there is a lot of fear here of change. The second thing is you don't want to let go of your friends, you don't want to let go of your job, you don't want to let go of the life you've been living all these years, okay? But ultimately the message I'm picking up here is that the time for that story that you were living has come to a close, and there's a new story that is waiting for you to kind of live it. There's a new story, and I feel like this story that you're about to step into, or this path that you're about to step into, is going to bring in the kind of people, the kind of opportunities that are more aligned with you. It almost feels like you're the Queen of Pentacles. You have kind of mastered whatever you were doing in the past. And because it feels comfortable, because you've mastered, you're like, okay, now I've mastered this, I'm going to continue doing this for the rest of my life. And Spirit is like, oh no, now that you've mastered this, it's time for you to move to the next level. So that's the energy I'm picking up here. And there's a lot of fear, like, oh God, what if I move to the next level and I don't know anything? Yes, you won't know anything, but then that's what the point is. You will be learning something new. There will be more growth. So there is definitely a whole shift that you are going through. And energetically, if this hasn't started already, energetically you're really picking up on this energy. This is why there's a lot of fear here, because you are able to pick up on this big change that's coming toward you, and you're very afraid of it. So Spirit is asking you to don't be afraid, be open to receive these opportunities that are coming your way. Be this Queen of Wands energy, kind of a risk taking, this energy of just wanting to try something new. Because I feel like when you embrace that energy, you're going to be able to move through this change much easier. You're going to be able to almost enjoy this change, enjoy shedding of the old skin, and enjoy this new beginning that is about to come into your life. So that is why you're feeling this way. Let's get some oracle cards for you for more information. What can you tell group number 3 about what they're feeling, Spirit? What can you tell group number 3 about what they're feeling? Bring love into the situation. Group number 3, what can you tell? Okay, luck is on your side. This is giving me the energy of don't worry. Everything is working out exactly as it's meant to, and you're gonna be very happy. You're gonna be very satisfied when you take this new path. Bring love into the situation. I feel like there's a lot of fear, there's a lot of worry here that you are experiencing, and Spirit is asking you to change your mind, change your perspective on this whole situation, because this is a situation that you need to in which you need to be very gentle with yourself. You need to be very loving to yourself, because if you are pushing people away, if you're pushing support away, if you're pushing the present moment away, you won't be able to sort of almost enjoy it. That's what I'm picking up here. It's like you're trying to run away from what's happening, and Spirit is asking you to be present, because this is the time that you need to really experience life. This is a part of life. The change is a part of life. So Spirit is advising you to really live in the moment, really be gentle with yourself as you're going through these changes, and ultimately luck is on your side. So everything is happening for your highest good, whether or not you realize that. I'm also getting the message of you really should try to kind of open yourself up to try new things. Like, the one thing you can do is, let's say you go to a restaurant, you always order one thing. Just order something different. You can buy a colored shirt if you always wear black. So there is something here, like you need to start doing things that you don't usually do. Try new things, and I feel like that's gonna kind of allow you to kind of get used to that new cycle that you're about to step into. So a lot of newness coming into your life. That's why you're feeling what you're feeling. Let's get one last card for you. So advice for group number 3, Spirit, regarding what they're feeling. What advice do you have for group number 3 for what they're feeling? No, not that one. Okay. So we got 2 cards actually, and I'll take them. We have Dance with Life, do something to change your energy. So this is what I was talking about. You guys need to sort of shift your energy, or shift your perspective. Start to enjoy it. Instead of fearing it, you need to kind of learn to get used to it, because the quicker you do that, the quicker you'll be able to invite in all these changes and be able to kind of move forward toward this new phase in your life. We also have Share Your Voice, Come Out of the Cave, Persecution, Expression. So Spirit is also advising you to communicate with those around you. Don't be so restrictive with yourself. Don't hold back so much. Be authentic. If you are feeling something, say it. You are surrounded by some loving people, and these people are going to continue being in your life. The fear that you're feeling, it's all in your head. So we really need to sort of express what you're feeling and even ask for advice regarding what you're feeling, because one thing I'm picking up is that once you express it, once you allow this fear to pass through and out of you, you're gonna feel this sense of freedom, and everything is going to almost stabilize in your life. That's what I'm picking up here. Right now it's all in your head. It almost feels like you've had, for example, you've had an epiphany. You sort of have a realization that you're not in love with the person you used to be. So you're not like the person that you are in a relationship with. Perhaps you've been with that person for years and years. You had the realization that you are not in love with that person anymore, and you're still trying to carry on that connection, but your mind is a mess because you had this realization, but in reality everything is still moving the same way. So Spirit is asking you to allow yourself to express it. Whatever you're afraid of, whatever you're feeling, express it. Only then will you be able to free yourself from this fear and actually make some change in your life that's going to serve your highest good. But yeah, you guys, a lot of changes, a lot of new beginnings coming toward you, and that is why you are energetically picking up on this. But I hope this reading resonated in some way, and if it did, please give this video a like and subscribe for more, and I will see you in the next video.